The most anticipated earnings releases for the week of October 27, 2025. Presented by earningswhispers. This is the week you've been waiting for. It is the busiest week of earnings season for the S&P 500, and it includes 5 of the Magnificent 7. Chances are, you've got something in your portfolio that will be impacted, and earnings are likely to move the entire market this week. Monday morning will be topped by Keurig Dr. Pepper. It's been tough out there for the staples, and so they've been doing all kinds of things to streamline operations and make their stocks more attractive. It isn't working for Keurig Dr. Pepper, though, which is acquiring JDE Peet's and spinning off its coffee business, and leaving its cold beverages in a separate company. The stock has lost a third of its value since it was announced, so we care less about results and more about why you want to be in these 2 new companies. After the close, we'll get Celestica. You've heard of AI and data centers, right? They are a supplier to those that make the tech hardware and infrastructure, so pay attention. SOFI tops the list on Tuesday and reports before the open. Fintech stocks have been laggards during the quarter, but not SOFI, which hit a new high in September and is attempting to push higher above the pennant it has been forming over the past several weeks. Before SOFI reports, we'll get results from UnitedHealthgroup. Last quarter, the company missed expectations and lowered guidance. But missing expectations is a relative term, and everyone already knew the bad news was coming, while sentiment was at record lows. The stock soon put in a reversal, and while few people expect strong results this quarter, the bottom is likely in. It isn't like Monday and Tuesday will be boring, but the fun really begins on Wednesday with 3 of the Magnificent 7 reporting after the close. Investors are more interested in Meta and Microsoft than they are Alphabet. Meta edges out Microsoft based on investors' interest this quarter. The company tracked well, but it is also increasing spending, so upside may be limited. Investors aren't too worried, though, with sentiment pushing record highs. Microsoft is spending a lot of money, too, to try to keep up with AI demand, but you probably just want to know about Azure growth and when they will have capacity to meet demand. I can say just about the same thing for Amazon as I did for Microsoft. Just substitute AWS for Azure. But they are still a retailer that appears to have tracked well during the quarter. Amazon reports after the close on Thursday, about 30 minutes before Apple. The one Magnificent 7 company that is behind on AI appears to be doing just fine with everything else, or at least iPhone, Mac, and services. Meanwhile, that $260 level looks important. Friday is Halloween, but investors aren't too scared about the 2 energy names topping the list. Energy stocks have been laggards over the past year, as oil prices have trended lower and are now hovering around 2021 levels. Yet, shares of ExxonMobil and Chevron are essentially flat on the year. That is important should the fundamentals start to turn. There are about 800 companies scheduled to report this week, so naturally there are a lot of likely big moves coming. Perhaps the biggest one will be GeneDx, which reports before the open on Tuesday. The stock has averaged a 35% move in recent quarters, but most importantly, the stock has moved in opposite directions with large gaps each of the past 3 quarters. And now traders are pricing in a similar-sized move this time around, too. Finally, looking out over the next month, we see things filling in around the holiday, including Deer, which is making us come into work the day before Thanksgiving. Thanks a lot, guys.
Shh.